An ideal implementation of It's My Space would follow the timeline we're about to discuss. It's likely that things will not always go according to plan, so consider this timeline a tool to help guide your implementation, but not a strict requirement you must follow. To start off your implementation in late July, early August, you will want to set up a meeting with your school. This will be a time for you to talk to key stakeholders in your school about program requirements and expectations, training dates, getting a copy of the school map, informing teachers about the program, talking about procedure for parent evaluation consent letters and how you will obtain student addresses, and talking about the school's plan for the RBA. In this meeting, you will also want to go over the MOU and start the process of getting it signed. This may not be just one meeting, but a series of meetings you will need to have with school stakeholders. In August and September, at the beginning of the school year, you will want to make sure you have gotten the school map from your school and sent it to KSAP's Prevention Coordinator. You will also want to purchase or prepare any materials you will need for program implementation. 1 month before your first classroom session, you will need to send out parent-guardian evaluation consent letters. These letters inform parents and guardians of their students' participation in evaluation activities and give parents and guardians the option to opt their child out of evaluation. They must be sent out a month ahead of the first training to give parents and guardians ample time to respond to the letter or for unreceived letters to be returned to sender. The parent-guardian evaluation consent letter and KSAP evaluation protocols will be included in the packet of materials you will receive at the end of this training. 1 week before your first classroom session, you'll want to check in with your school stakeholders and teachers to remind them about the training and coordinate training logistics. You'll also want to find out what technology will be available for you in the classroom when you present. From about September to April, you will implement classes 1 through 4 for each grade in the school. Depending on the size of your school, this will take more or less time. When you have finished all of your classroom sessions, you will then start working on the hotspot mapping data analysis. You will want to look at your school year's hotspot mapping data to figure out which areas of your school are most red, which are most green, and if there are any significant variations in feelings of safety based on specific demographics. You will then compile all of this information into a report to share with your school stakeholders. Towards the end of the school year, you will want to have a meeting with your school stakeholders to go over the hotspot mapping data and the report you have created. You will want to work with the school to determine environmental changes that could be made in particularly red spots in the school to make them safer. About midway through the summer, you should have a meeting with your school stakeholders to discuss progress with environmental changes they have made in the identified hotspots and work with them to continue the process of making environmental changes.